Hello everyone, let's play Mass Effect 2. It's Kasumi. So I have some stuff transferred from the first game, including the insanity, which I should check so it's like in the spot. I also need to let's go. I hope the crushed blacks aren't such a big problem. For me, I upped the brightness. And 57, Vanguard. They, like in original, you only had bonuses for level 50 or level 60. But this time you actually have difference depending on whether you're level 54 or 56. And 56 to 60 is like the highest, I think. Electronic Arts presents BioWare Production. Beautiful.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
Nice eyes, I want those like myself. 1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Citadel, the galactic community struggles to rebuild. The Alliance fleet made a tremendous sacrifice to save the Citadel Council and earn humanity membership in the prestigious group. Now the Council is forced to respond to evidence that the Reapers, enormous machines that eradicate all organic civilization every 50,000 years, have returned. It was just another routine mission. So pretty! I love Normandy.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
This video was rendered.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers! Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons
insane!
offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Who is she again? It's never about the Geth. It's always about the Reapers. Hey! Kaidan and Pink! Yeah! So pretty, boy!
Shepard!
Hello.
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
Ah,
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
first time I'm actually choosing the paragon option here.
Commander!
Kaidan, go!
Otherwise, she's
Now.
using an
Aye, aye.
Iblis Slar. Wait, he has slightly different armor. It's more of a
Everybody in! Go! Go! Go!
heavy than hoplite armor. Liara has the hoplite one. Oh. Jack, are you okay? Phew, I don't have the graphic glitch with the black colors being wrong. I was worried. A lot of people do. There's a 20 gigabyte patch that cancels the patch that BioWare made to the game that ruins the colors. Seriously. Go to the cockpit!
Mayday!
Oh.
Mayday! Mayday! This is SSV Normandy!
No! My favorite chair!
We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy!
Hey! Careful.
Come on, baby, hold together.
But
Hold together.
woo! This is a galaxy map. I've never noticed it actually. They updated the graphics a lot. You can see all the detail on that planet. Leather seats. Wait, that's fox leather, I bet. Okay.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's dead, just like us if we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to. Oh no.
Do not want.
Coming around for another attack. Watch the arm! Commander! Shepard!
That's not the convenient position. No! Boom! Game over, man! Game over. That's it, we died. Like, comment, subscribe! The game has ended. And. Oh no, wait. Still alive. Still alive. This is what happened with Amura Rei's father. Tam Rei, who got spaced after Amura hijacked the Gundam and blew up Azaku. When the mech exploded, there was a hole in the colony and everything started flying away. His dad survived and ended up with a case of brain damage. He was never the same again. Mass Effect Genesis is an interactive comic that summarized the events of Mass Effect 1. Would you like to review the story so far? I think I will. This will show my choices and crap, so why not? Oh my god, I hope it doesn't invalidate my mini choices like it did before.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine, you haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive.
Miranda's
I hit the
behind?
ground with my lieutenant, Kaidan Alenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics.
And
We
Jenkins!
came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad.
Those lips.
That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away.
Giant
We
angry
followed the
crab.
path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Lieutenant Alenko made the mistake of getting too close. Hit him with some type of energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Urdnot, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Urdnot's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Wrex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren.
Actually,
The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali.
whatever.
Tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life.
Needless apostrophe.
These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace that they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren.
Boy!
Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I'd need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara. A Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species, Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari.
Oh,
Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant.
book
Kaidan
pockets.
was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara.
Oh,
As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission.
Menage a
I
trois?
told Kaidan I wasn't interested in Liara. I had my eyes on someone else. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission.
Let's
Finding
just keep here.
Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Noveria, where he'd enslaved the queen of a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni queen. The queen's drones were everywhere, and they were not happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia.
In
By the
armor.
time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms.
Then Feros.
And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with. She
Oh,
claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer.
what a
But we
Feros!
soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base and all its research. Wrex disagreed.
What's his face?
Violently. Wrex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Wrex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally
Okay.
got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it.
The
But there
crabs.
was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split my team into 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Kaidan with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke and we planned to use it.
Did you skip
Before we
Kirky?
could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign, the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he'd found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them.
Ash
Ash was
the
a
bomb.
good friend, and a great soldier. But I had to choose.
Here,
And I
Kaidan
chose
is.
Kaidan. That was the
With the
last
bomb.
time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos,
Hi,
a
Ash.
long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. But Kaidan saw through my words. He knew I was hurting after Ash's death. He could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we put our feelings aside for the sake of the mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other. And it was perfect. While it lasted.
Fox News
We
hated
arrived
it.
on Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died like every species before them, but a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged.
Girls,
He
look at
caught the
him.
Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping.
Taliban's
With
SMGs.
Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope that the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But
Oh my
Saren was
god.
done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Council fleets battled Saren's army outside the Citadel, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I
No.
fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack.
I persuaded him.
Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight.
He knew he was
The Council
indoctrinated.
was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community.
I didn't
Without
care
them,
for
the fleets
Council.
would be in disarray.
I wanted the ship.
Even with the Citadel back in my control,
And the
Saren
crew.
defeated and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left to me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician, ruthless and ambitious. He would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be placed before him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right.
Generally, I don't see any reason picking Udina. The game doesn't explain you why, because he screws up everything he does. He isn't persuasive, he always fails. And you have to clean up after him by, with help of Tali, Kaidan, Ashley, and well, Shepard herself. And Anderson is just, he literally knocks Udina out for you to escape in the end. There are other ways to do it. You can go sabotage the CSEC flight controls, but whatever. The point is there's little reason to pick Udina, and he treats you like an ass. Even worse here. And basically, he doesn't get redemption, he doesn't improve. He's like, gets worse with every time you speak at him. And I almost never chose him. In fact, if you sacrifice the Council, you need Anderson to get yourself reinstated as Spectre. But this time I want Udina because I actually never finished the game with him as a counselor. So yeah.
I didn't much like Udina, but sometimes you need a pit bull on your side. Someone willing to be the bad guy, for the sake of the greater good.
But
The
he's
war
bad
was
to
over.
us.
The threat had passed.
Whatever.
In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Yep. Can we edit our character now?
Commander Shepard has been recovered.
Surgery simulator.
The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
How much did she smoke? That's heart. Black heart of the Shep. What are these pink parts? Okay. That's why kids don't smoke. You end up all nicotine charred. Mission in action. Save your crew from the overwhelming attack in Mass Effect 2. Achievement unlocked. Boy! Why are her brows transparent? Come on. So we cannot edit it or something? Maybe I should just input the... I do have my code here, which is based on this present. I think this one is cool, by the way. She looks kind of like the Shepard I played before, except with no hair. I wish they would have more braids and other long hairstyles, especially for guys. You don't get to play a guy with a mane or even a ponytail. Okay, be right back. Hey everyone, this is Kasumi. And you can see the eyebrows don't really import that well. But still, you can see, regardless of what type of brow I choose. Well, these are slightly thicker, but they're narrow. And these are always funny. You can see him. Why all brows are so thin? So the wispy brows are like a little bit too wispy. Facial structure. The freckles are still bad. Can't wait till Elise or someone else ports better textures. Maybe Artemis will return to modding. Like, no matter what you choose. The eyebrows are still thin. Or evil. But hey, they got us purple eyebrow color. I bet there's so many shades of blue and brown for lipstick. Like I get this one. It's cool, especially if you have like something like this. Um. And I think this looks beautiful, actually. Mm. This looks like the most natural color. Skin tone. Where's the... They don't have my favorite hairstyle. We don't have blue hair. Purple, yes. Red, yes. Silver. We don't even have bright yellow. This but blue. This would be perfect. So the closest to Rei, zOMG Rei, we have this. Whatever. We'll continue